So Zach, what does this place mean to you?
This is the place that I almost lost my life.
Not bad for a vacant building.
Vacant my ass, full of stuff that burns. LA City Fire had it as a vacant building. They didn't have any registry of what they were manufacturing or what was inside the building. And we came to find out later that it was an illegal titanium recycling operation. And titanium acts a lot like magnesium, where if you put water on it, it makes it worse. And it creates its own oxygen to burn. So we didn't know that. If we did know that, we probably would have been about a block away, but we weren't, because we were confident that it was just a regular vacant building, vacant structure fire. But about halfway into the fire, we started seeing little pops and little bursts of, I guess now I know, is titanium popping. And it was these white sparks, which are unmistakable as titanium. I think I'd been working for not even 5 months, not even 6 months. And it was definitely a life-changing experience when it blew up. When we got on scene, all the palm trees were on fire from the radiant heat. So all these palm trees along this road, the entire bases and the stalks of the trees were on fire as well. That's how hot the flames were. If you look down further to the right, you can see where the end of the building is, where the sign is that says available. There was a structural collapse that I actually caught on tape, where you can see 2 sections of the wall fall into the building because there's so much heat circulating inside. The building collapsed in on itself. Shortly after the collapse, right here, I was actually standing, I don't want to go too far out in the street, but I was actually standing right here next to a still photographer named Mike and the battalion chief. I was filming from right here, and I was zoomed in. There were 2 firefighters sitting right on the tracks right in front of me, and I was zoomed in and I noticed it glowing. I'll never forget the sound it made. It was like a bomb went off. I mean, that's the only way to explain it.
Oh my fucking god! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Ah, shit! Okay? I'm good, man. I'm good. Oh shit! Oh. Oh fuck! Oh.
It was one of those moments where everything was completely fine and everything was going okay, and then literally like that, everything changed. And I realize now today how lucky I am to even be standing here right now. And a lot of us should have gotten more hurt than we did that day, and we should have lost our lives. It was probably one of the most intense experiences that I've ever had doing this job.
How do you feel today, looking back?
Oh man.
How has it changed you since then?
A lot more careful. I came to terms with, I think, my own mortality that day, along with a couple other very, very good men with the Los Angeles City Fire Department. And, you know, I look at fire a little differently, because you never know. Every time I go to a structure fire, I have that in the back of my head that, hey, things could go sideways very quickly. The guys and myself, we all take precautions to be as safe as we can, but a situation like what happened behind me here isn't the kind of thing that you can really prepare for or predict. It's the kind of thing that just happens, and then you then react to it accordingly. I don't doubt for a second that I or someone else should have died that day, but we didn't. I mean, I remember afterwards, I remember going to a structure fire maybe a week later, and it was just, I was just nauseous the whole time, thinking that it was gonna explode or that I was, you know, too close or something. And it literally, in 7 years, that'll never happen again. It hasn't happened since. It might not even happen in my lifetime. There was a photographer here who had been working for 30 years, 35 years. He'd never seen anything like that. So that's the thing that'll kill you. It's the thing you don't expect. And you know, the only thing we can do is just kind of hold your breath and pray. That's about it. We shouldn't be out here for too long because we're gonna get shot.
Gangsters out here?
Yes, quite a few.